Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Your Way Through Life with me, Chef Drake. And today we're going to talk about salt. Salt, salt, salt. Now, I say this a lot, but I get this question a lot. So I'm just saying this is one of the things I know that I'm just trying to give a little tip or trick on from my perspective as a chef and someone who cooks a lot. Now, before we even get started, this is all about flavoring and a little bit of the science behind it. Nothing to do with nutrition. If you're someone who needs different salt levels for nutritional purposes, that's a doctor's thing. Just coming at it from a chef standpoint, cooking and flavoring and what we would do with the different salts. That's all I just want to say as a little disclaimer because I'm not a doctor at all. I have 3 degrees. That's not one of them. For me today, I just want to go over when you're at home, knowing which salt to use, because we use different salts in kitchens and in restaurants. So we know, but you might not know. And a lot of times too, you have so many different salts and different ways to play with flavor at home, but you're just not utilizing it. First of all, you'll see I have 4 different salts over here and 1 on this side, because ultimately there are 2 different classifications for your salt. So if you don't remember anything else, just remember that part. We have iodized salt, which is usually called table salt, or it'll be on the table. But if it says iodized in any way, it's on this side. Because once we iodize it, that's a different salt. When we taste iodized salt, we taste it on the tip of our tongue. So we're actually tasting it for salt flavor. You put iodized salt on your items to taste saltiness. You actually love the flavor of salt. So you want to taste a little bit of salt. When you're on the other side of it, so from iodized to everything else, then you're having sea salt, kosher salt, salt that is not iodized. We use all these salts when we're cooking to actually flavor the dish. So that's why you'll see, like you might watch TV or you might see a chef putting in a little bit of salt at a time in a soup. He's putting in iodized, he or she is putting in iodized, is not putting in iodized salt, sorry. He or she is not putting in iodized salt. They're putting in a different salt, usually kosher salt. Kosher salt is what we use a lot in the kitchens to cook with. You'll notice like in Europe, it might be called cooking salt, but it's just essentially a sea salt pretty much that is just made for cooking. So we get it at a smaller granule, not so big, and then we just use it for cooking. What we do with that is we actually want the flavor that's inside of the soup, for instance, to slowly come up. So it's essentially used to bring out the flavor of the item. If I add in this one slowly, the flavor is not going to come up, but the saltiness is going to go up. That's why if you cook with a lot of table salt at home and you're trying a recipe that someone has told you or you tried at a restaurant, you're just like, oh my God, it's just so salty. It does not taste like the restaurant. It's usually because you're using this salt and you're not using other salts that are not iodized. So let's stop using this one as much when we're cooking. You can still use it whenever you're flavoring your food at the table because that's what you want. You want that saltiness that you're looking for. So perfect for table salt. As far as these, just a little run through for you. We have a couple different ones here. I have one that I got in Alaska. Actually, my friend Aaron got me this one. I've used it a couple times. And this one is a red wine rosemary infused sea salt. So it already has a lot of flavor. So even though I don't have to, it doesn't say finishing salt, it doesn't say any of that on it, I can use it as a finishing salt because you see these really big pieces of salt here. It's gonna give me texture, it's gonna give me a little flavor. It will not over salt it like an iodized salt, but it gives me a lot of like really nice rich flavor. I like this one a lot. I use it on steaks. The other one here, if I can close this one, is truffle salt. It's truff, which is a truffle salt they have. And this is great for if you want a little bit of salt, like say you like to cook French fries at home, you like truffle fries, you want a little extra salt on there. This one can kind of replace your table salt and kind of just give you that little nice piece of truffle in there, the last little bite. Now, this one is also another one that I got from the Norwegian region, and this is going to be also a finishing salt. And then also this one is also a sea salt that I got from the Norwegian region. So just different sea salts here. They all can be finishing salts, meaning that we finish the dish with the salt, Or I also could use these salts to flavor dishes as I'm cooking. So that's the beauty of it. This side has a lot more utilizations. And then remember, your iodized salt is really just for table salt and just going in. Even if you look at new recipes, you'll notice that most of the time we'll say salt, and even some now say kosher salt or cooking salt because they do want you to add in salt, but not so much of the iodized salt. I hope that answered your questions. If there's any more from salt, please put them down in the comments below. I would definitely try to address them and answer them on other videos. I talk about cooking with salt throughout a lot of my cooking videos. So we talk about the science behind it and how when you put salt on vegetables, it draws out the moisture. You'll hear me say that a lot as well. So we use salt for loads of different things. So I just want you to understand it just a little bit better. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today. Don't forget to do all the things. Keep coming back. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what you want to see. And hopefully you've been enjoying everything. So thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something. You know what to do next. Please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons below and have a great day.